Hello and welcome. I'm Natalie. Let's talk about money. So I'm always talking about debt and getting out of debt and staying out of debt and living out of debt and blah, blah, blah. Debt is bad. How do you do that? How do you actually do that? So today I'm going to walk you through how to actually get out of debt using realistic numbers, not some fairy tale numbers that we all make $500,000 a year, nothing like that, okay? So I'm just going to break down a realistic step-by-step plan with actual numbers to help dig yourself out of debt and, feel like you can get control of your money, even if you feel like you have no money to pay on this debt. Okay, so of course, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe. When you subscribe, hit the bell so you know when the next video comes out. So let's go talk about this money. Okay, so I'm gonna walk through some examples here, but before we even get going, step one is to understand your debt. Understand the numbers. Know what the numbers are. You can't set a goal without the end in mind. The end in mind is paying off whatever debt you have. If you have a $5,000 debt, if you have a $500 debt, it doesn't matter. We need to know the end result, the ending number that needs to be paid off. So the first step is just understand exactly what you're up against and gather all your details for your credit card, your student loans, your medical bills, your car, your house, your kids' Klarma. In case you're putting those $10 drinks from Starbucks on Klarma. Get all that together. If you're following a budget, obviously, you're already kind of a step ahead and you've already got these numbers. If you're not following a budget, now is the time to start a budget. It doesn't matter how bad you think the numbers look. It's real life. It's realistic. It's your life. You need to get control of it. Okay. So start that budget right now if you haven't yet started. Okay. We're going to just use an example. I've put it in Excel so that I can kind of show you a picture, see what it looks like, and see what we're going to do with this debt. Okay. So just for this example, I've got it on my other screen. So I'm going to look over here. So you've got medical bills, which are $2,000, and there's no interest on those. So 0% interest on the medical bills. We then have credit card number 2, which is a $3,500 balance, and interest rate on that is 22%. And then we've got credit card number 1, which is a $5,000 debt, and that has an 18% interest rate. And then last, we have the car loan, which is a $10,000 debt, and it has a 6% interest rate. Okay, so those are the debts that we're going to work on paying off. Now, in terms of payments, what we're going to do, we're going to use the snowball method, which means we're going to take the smallest debt and we're going to start paying on that first, pay that off. Then do the next smallest and the next smallest. What I always talk about whenever I'm talking about debt, it's the snowball method. Look at RamseySolutions.com if you need help or questions about the snowball method, okay? But what we want to do is list out what the minimum payments are for each of our debts, okay? So for our medical bills, the minimum payment is $50. For credit card number 2, it's $100. Credit card number 1 is $125. The car loan is $250. So altogether, that is $525 worth of debt that we have to pay on for the minimum payment each month. Now, what we need to do is figure out how to pay up and above that minimum amount, okay? So to do this, we're going to start a bare bones budget, just bare minimums, no extras. You're not going to Starbucks, you're not going to Chick-fil-A, you're not going to McDonald's, you're not going to the movies, you're not buying your kids shoes, unless they absolutely need them, unless it's a necessity. So no extras. This is bare bones. We got to get out of debt. Gazelle intense, okay? And so when you make your bare bones budget, I'm just pulling numbers off of the internet. So I don't know, obviously, what your budget is. You don't know what my budget is. It doesn't matter. We're going to use these bare bones numbers from the internet. So we're going to include all of our important needs. So our rent, our utilities, our groceries, our transportation, all of this stuff we can't live without. So let's say our rent is $1,200 a month. Our utilities are $200 a month. Our groceries are $300 a month. Our transportation is $1,000 a month. So our total essential expenses is $1,800. Now this is separate from the debt payments that we already listed. So transportation of $100, that's gas, or if you need an oil change. It has nothing to do with the car payment of $250 a month. It has nothing to do with that. It's separate. So these are just the bare bones, utilities, groceries, minimum transportation. Okay. So that comes up to $1,800 a month. Now, if your monthly income, let's say, is $2,500 a month, which compared to those expenses is about right. That's about what someone making about $2,500 a month would be paying on a monthly basis if you're a normal adult, not going crazy with expenses. So if you're making $2,500 a month and our expenses are $1,800 a month, that leaves $700. But then we have to subtract our debt, which was $525. So in the end, you have $175 left that you have to use on a bill, on your debt. Okay? So it's not just made up money. It is in your budget currently. What that means is you've stripped your budget down. You're not paying for cable. You're not paying for shoes. You're not paying for Starbucks. All the things I just mentioned. You're not doing any of that. We're doing bare bones. We're not doing any extras. So in the end, you do have $175 left. So we're going to use this to help on our debt snowball method. Okay? So what we're going to do is set up our budget so that we put that $175 toward debt number one, which is our medical bills. The minimum payment is $50. We're going to add $175 onto that. So that medical bill, we're going to end up paying $225 per month on that medical bill. Okay? Now, what is the most beneficial for you is if you can add on extra money. So if you have any ability to add on that, any kind of side gigs or side jobs, basically like Uber or DoorDash or something like that, some delivery service, it's possible, quite likely, you could make $200 a month doing one of those side gigs, okay? Now, if you have the ability to do freelance work, like if you can work for Fiverr or Upwork, where you're maybe cleaning someone's house, or maybe you're helping someone put together a cabinet or something like that, and you're charging, whatever amount you're needing to charge, you could probably come up with $150 per month if you do that consistently throughout the month and don't come up with excuses, okay? And then there's always selling stuff online. eBay is the easiest place I have found to sell stuff online. You do have to set up, you have to take some pictures and such with eBay, but you don't have to worry about meeting up with a person and delivering the item to them and collecting the money and all that. eBay does all that for you. So you can use eBay, of course. There are other apps too, or you could maybe have a garage sale. But the idea is you could probably make about $100 a month of extra income by selling stuff online or in a garage sale type of environment. So if you were to do all of those methods, that would create an extra $450 per month that you could use to pay off your debt. Okay, so that's $450. Now, if we combine that with the $175 that you had left over from your normal budget, from your normal income, which you already made, you'll then have $625 that you can put toward your debt. Okay, $625. Keeping in mind the first bill, the medical bill, is just $2,000. So we're going to, again, focus on that smallest bill first. And so the smallest bill minimum payment is $50. Now, we're not going to do the $50. We need to get rid of this debt, right? And so we're going to add on to that $50 payment. So we're going to attack the medical bill first. We're going to pay the minimum payment of $50 plus the extra $575 that we have in extra income that we have found or have created for ourselves. So that's $625 toward the medical bills, which means that we can pay off that first bill in just 3 months. 3 months, and we could pay off that first bill. Okay? And then when we're done paying that medical bill, we're not going to stop because we're just getting warmed up. We're just getting warmed up. So then we can take that full $625 that we just paid off the medical bills with over the course of the last 3 months, take that full $625, add it onto the $100 minimum payment on credit card number 2, and now we're paying $725 per month on credit card number 2. Okay? And so we're just going to keep rolling this over and over and over and just keep pushing like this. Push hard. Gazelle intensity. Work your butt off so that you can get this done. If you string this out over 5 years, you're going to be dead tired and never going to get it paid off. If you work hard and you do it now, you'll pay it off in a couple years and you'll be done and you won't have to think about it anymore. It's the most fabulous thing ever in life. So just continue rolling those payments over onto the next largest debt and you're going to pay this off. Now you do have to track your progress. It's helpful if you have a big like poster board that maybe you want to make, go to Dollar Tree and get a poster board and maybe some markers and make a pretty design or tape the credit card that you're paying or the bills that you're paying up on that board. And then when you pay them off, cross them out with a big old X or say paid in full or something like that. Make it fun. Make it encouraging. Make it so that you're excited to do this because it's more fun when you're excited about it. When you realize that you're getting close to paying off your debt, you're going to be excited. So you may as well start off early when you pay off that first debt. Get yourself excited to pay off that next one. I would do like a big poster board. That's kind of what I'm a visual person, so I like to see it, up in my vision somewhere on my wall, wherever I'm at. Maybe your bedroom, maybe your kitchen, maybe your hallway, maybe your bathroom, whatever. Put it up somewhere so you can see it and you can see the progress that you're making. When you do pay off a bill, celebrate it. Go out and get a coffee. Go out and have a drink. Go out and see a movie or something because you just spent 3 weeks or 7 weeks or 8 weeks not doing anything. Celebrate a little bit. Don't spend $800 out at the mall. No. Spend $20 at Starbucks or at the movies or whatever. I don't know. Movies aren't $20, I don't think. I haven't paid for movies in quite a while, but do something to celebrate yourself because you're doing a good thing when you're paying off debt. So celebrate that. You deserve it. You deserve it. And the main thing, the most important thing, remember, do not add on to your debt. There's no new debt. When you've paid off that credit card number 2, chop that credit card up and throw it away and do not use it. Now, Dave Ramsey wants you to, I believe he says cancel the credit card. I don't know that that's necessary. However, if you're tempted easily and you're going to use the card when your emergency comes up, cut up that card and cancel that card. Get rid of it. Don't let that temptation get you into trouble again, okay? So no new debt. No new debt. These are steps that you can take to make a difference in your life. You need to be the one to make the difference in your life. And you're ready for it. You're watching this video, so you must be ready. So let's go ahead and start off with that first debt. Let's do it. Make that budget. Pay off those bills, smallest to largest, and get this debt paid off. And then, when you're debt-free, put a note down below. Or go on Dave Ramsey and do a debt-free scream. That's fun, too. So anyway, I hope this video helped you a little bit at least. Share it with someone maybe who's in debt or someone who's looking for some guidance on what to do. Drop a comment down below. If you've gotten out of debt, how did you do it? How long did it take you? How much did you pay off? Whatever you want to share. Leave a comment down below. Give the video a big thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you should hit the bell so you know when the next video comes out. And most importantly, remember to invest in yourself today so that you can make a difference for others tomorrow. I wish you the very best of luck. This is literally a step-by-step process. There's no surprises. There's no guesses. It's very easy. Keep it simple. I'm not going to call you stupid, but keep it simple, okay? Keep it simple, and you can do it. I know you can. If I can do it, anyone can do it. I promise you. You've heard me talk. You know if I can do it, you can do it. You've heard me talk. So again, I thank you anyway. Y'all have a great one.